तो हमें इस गेम को अपने यूट्यूब पे लाइव ब्रॉडकास्ट करना है, उसे लाइव दिखाना है, तो हमें उसे कैसे दिखाएंगे। तो उसके लिए आपको यहाँ पर सेटिंग के ऑप्शन पे क्लिक करना होगा और उसके बाद आप यहाँ पर बहुत सारे सेटिंग का और भी ऑप्शन है, उसे भी आप चेक कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद आपको यहाँ पर ब्रॉडकास्ट सेटिंग पे क्लिक करना होगा। उसके बाद जो सबसे ऊपर मोड का ऑप्शन लिखा है वो लाइव स्ट्रीम का, उसे रहने देते हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम। उसके बाद यहाँ पर स्ट्रीमिंग सर्विस आपको दिख रहा होगा कस्टम, जिसमें आप जैसे
छुट्टी है भाई, आज गाना बजाना बंद है।
Hey guys, welcome to the next tutorial for ethical hacking and penetration testing. So in this tutorial, we will start with configuring our Kali Linux and Windows 7. So Windows 7 is almost started and this is our configure each and everything. You need to configure the repositories, and after that, there are loads and loads of things. You can go ahead and search on the web and check that what are the things required to go ahead and start. What are the things required? The first 20 things that you need to do after installing Kali Linux, and you will get specific things. So you can go ahead and configure these things as per your request. So this is the first time you start, you will get something like this. And the username will always be root until unless you have assigned any user. So root means you are the owner of this operating system, and then password would be the password which you have set. Once you have started, it will look something like this. And trust me, guys, this is way too different from Windows 7, so or even Macintosh. So if you think that just because you know Windows 7 or Macintosh, you may know what this is, then you're wrong, guys. So I'll just go ahead and configure this. First, I'll make the screen a bit bigger. And by the time it starts, let me check if my Windows 7, okay, it is almost completing installation. Perfect. And let me check the display. Okay, I think I can go ahead and use this one. This would be perfect. Okay, great. Perfect. Keep this configuration. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do after installing this would be the installation of VMware. So you can go ahead on the left hand side, right click on Kali Linux and select install VMware tools. If you don't install VMware tools, then you won't be able to go ahead and copy anything your guest operating system to your computer. So once you have that, you need to go ahead and copy everything. And just in case you need detailed information, you can go ahead check over here at the web and you will get it. So I'll just go ahead and select install VMware player. Sorry, not VMware player. Install, let's say, VMware tools on Kali Linux. Just in case you need a detailed version, go ahead and select. And by the time it starts, let's see if our Windows 7 is starting. Yes, it is.
इससे अच्छा तो फेम वाला ऑप्शन सही है ना। फेम में डायरेक्ट लाओ ऑनलाइन, है ना।
It's getting started. Okay, so as you can see that you need to type API. Once you have over here, you can go ahead and just go into the specific thing and need to install that. So I'll just go to my directory. I'll just go ahead and open it. Let me check what we have inside the CD-ROM. Okay. Okay. Why is it that I can't see anything? Let me check. Okay, so Windows 7 has started. So I'll just type test user. It would be the name. Let's say I'll got the same password and perfect. Now, perfect. Whatever it is, home network. Now let me check. I'll just go down and try to remount it. Let's see if I get something over here. Okay, Kali Live. No, I'll just eject. Let me check if I still have it over here. Okay, yeah, this is the region. So I'll just go ahead and I have to remove that. So by the time I'll just go ahead and install the VMware tools. Okay, perfect. We have it over here. So I'll just go ahead and you need to copy it and paste it in the home directory, and your home directory will be over here. I'll just go ahead and open the sidebar. So we have the home over here. I'll just go ahead and paste it over here. So once you have it, I'll just check by the time. Skip. Okay. And your home directory will be on the sidebar. Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, that's what will happen. Okay, so we will start with configuring this, and once you have copied it, just go ahead, open on your terminal, and I assume that you have no knowledge of. I will be assuming that you don't have any knowledge of using Linux prior to this tutorial. So I'll just go ahead and let you guys know the basic commands that you would be needing would be cd, that we would be to change directory. The next thing would be ls, that would be to view everything or in which directory you are. If you were to go and type control z, that means to break you out of that specific loop. And perfect. If you were to go and type control z, that means to break you out of that specific loop. And perfect. After that, normally people go ahead and choose this, but I would suggest not, because that can sometimes create problems. So I'll go ahead and select I will install the operating system later. Next, and since we would be installing Kali Linux, I would go ahead and suggest you okay, it's going ahead and selecting Linux, and then going ahead and selecting simply Ubuntu. If you have, let's say, any other version, such as, you can also go ahead and use Debian, but I won't suggest that. I would suggest using Ubuntu, because that's what normally we use. If you have 64-bit, then you can go ahead and use Ubuntu 64-bit. So I would be using the normal one. Next, I would be saving it in my own folder. So let me just go ahead and check. Okay, and over here I'll type, let's say, Kali, or I'll just type VMware OS. Perfect. And I'll name the virtual machine as, let's say, Kali Linux 32-bit. Perfect. And next, and I would suggest using 2 processors, that makes it a bit more fast, and 2 cores. Next, and 1 GB of RAM, that's what I would suggest using. Next, and make sure that you use the network address translation. If you don't use that, then you won't be able to communicate with any other virtual machine, not even with your own host machine. That's the reason. And just in case you don't know what a host machine is, host is your actual computer, that's your physical computer, and this virtual computer is known as a guest machine. So use always network address translation, that's NAT connection, because if you use bridge networking, then the guest must have its own IP address on the external network, else it won't work. If you use host only, then it will only connect to the host network, and this, as it suggests, it's self-explanatory that do not use network operating system networking connection. So we would be using NAT, since we need to go ahead and connect each and every other operating system we have. Click next. We don't have anything to do with this, just click next and create a new virtual disk. Perfect. Next. SCSI next, and 20 GB, that's what we want, it's more than enough for us. I'll click next, and I'll go ahead and select a place as to where we need to go and install. I would suggest going ahead and using it in the same place where you created Kali Linux. So I'll just go ahead and make a new folder. Is there an option over here? Okay.
Perfect. Next, SCSR next,
And where
that's what we want.
OSS,
And make a new folder.
and I'll go ahead and save it over
मैं
here.
कौन है?
There's an option over here.
Perfect.
पता
Next,
लग रहा है कि अपना
so
नंबर
as you can see, VMware OSS, and we have everything over here. Finish. Perfect.
ऑटोमेटिक काम कर रहा है सब कुछ.
And once I have it over here, before I go ahead and install it, I need to go ahead and click Edit Virtual Machine, because we need to use we need to insert the ISO that we had. So shared folders, I will go ahead and select always enabled, and let's check where we have CD. We need to go ahead and use ISO image rather than using a physical drive. If you have went ahead and created a boot CD out of your ISO file, then you can use physical drive and insert a specific CD inside your operating system. If not, if you only have the ISO file that we just downloaded, which would look something similar to this one that I have over here, then I would suggest going ahead and using this. Use ISO image, I browse and go ahead and select the specific file that we need, and we have it over here. ISO, open. Okay, and I would go ahead and ask it to power on this virtual machine.
आप लेना है हमको गेम.
Okay, let me check,
Select the specific file that
and I'll just run it. Let's see. Okay, so this button goes ahead and makes it a full screen window. If you want to go out, you can just type Control Alt and you can go out, and over here you can see that we have the live. That means we don't need to, and as I was telling you previously, live means you don't need to install anything. It will just run itself on the USB or through the ISO file. These are the forensic method. That means it won't even leave any single trail, no matter what. And but we would be proceeding with graphic install, since we need to go and install that. So graphic install,
that means we don't need to, and as I was saying,
and
live means you don't need to install anything. It will just run itself.
it may take a bit of time, though it's very fast. And English, since I'm in India, I'll select India. American English.
Though it's very fast. And English.
It can take a bit of time, but it's actually faster than installing any other operating system. If you're installing this inside a physical computer rather than on a virtual machine, then you will have to do the same thing. Just install, insert your boot disk or your USB, whichever you have, and once you have installed that, once you have booted the PC, it will ask you to go ahead and the same thing that you're doing over here, graphic install. And let's see, the host name I would be using would be Kali_test. That would be the name for this PC. Okay, I'll just go back and I'll type
एक ही साथ डाल सुनेगा.
Kali test. Let's see if that works. Perfect. Domain name, skip. And the root password, it's necessary that we have a root password, so I'll just type it.
Twitter would be the name for this PC.
Okay. Perfect.
And the root pass.
The only difference in installing it on a physical computer or over here would be this. If you're using a physical computer, then you need to go ahead and select manual and specify the partition that you have created, the primary partition. If you have not, then you can just go ahead and use the entire disk, and it will straight away go ahead and install the VMware. Next, all files in one partition. Perfect. It will do everything on its own. Create swap of 1 GB, since we have 1 GB of RAM. The remaining it will go ahead and supply to its external hard disk, that's ext4, whereas Windows uses NTFS, it uses ext4. Select next, right changes to yes. Perfect. So it will take quite a bit of time for it to go ahead and install that. So I'll just go ahead and pause it. So by the time it goes ahead and install, also let's go ahead and install our another machine, that would be the Windows one. So perfect. Over here we'll be using Windows and Windows 7. Perfect. And now I'll just go ahead and browse it.
You got ID?
See Trinite, and VMware. I'll go ahead and create a new folder and name it as Win7. Perfect. Yep, 2, perfect. And 1024, I don't think we would be needing that much, so I'll just type 512 MB RAM. That would be more than enough. Just suffice. Just go ahead and click next, the same things that we did previously, and I'll just go ahead and select 25 gigs because or 20 gigs because we won't even need that much. Perfect. And I'll just go ahead and select it in the same way where we installed it. Because we won't even need that much. Perfect.
Respond to attend 17 West Ocean Beach.
Now stay away from me.
Respond to attend 24 West Ocean Beach. Suspect was seen in a silver van.
Hey, mister, are you okay?
Yo, you better be careful, kid. Be easy.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, मेरा नाम नरेश कुमार है और आपका कैसे बहुत ही आसान तरीके से कर सकते हैं। तो इसके लिए आपको एक
He's going down right now.
Washington Beach. There is a Dan 21 West Washington
What do you
Beach.
think?
From the Dan 19 West Washington Beach. Suspect is booked. Respond to a Dan 31 West Washington Beach. There is a Dan 5 City West Washington Beach.
Waste it, we're always right.
From the Dan 21 West Washington Beach. There is a Dan 71 West Washington Beach.
I see him.
Respond to a Dan 37 West Washington Beach. There is a Dan 31 West Washington Beach. From the Dan 28 West Washington Beach. There is a Dan 54 Central Washington Beach. Suspect was seen in a 1.
And your home directory will be
I will kill you for this.
Rotterdam 21 West 5 point.
God.
Respond to Rotterdam 21 West 5 point. Rotterdam 19 West 5 point. Respond to Rotterdam 21 West 5 point.
Give me a break.
Come to Rotterdam 19 Central 5 point. This is Rotterdam 21 Central 5 point. Elizabeth 21 West 5 points. Rotterdam 21 West 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 West 5 points. Rotterdam 24
got him in
West
sight.
5 points. Rotterdam 24 West 5 points. Alternativa 4. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 550 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 19 North 5 points. Costa on foot. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points.
You're going down.
Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 550 North 5 Rotterdam 19 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 19 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Costa on foot. Rotterdam 19 North 5 points.
He's mine.
Respond to Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 550 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. Rotterdam 19 North 5 points. Rotterdam 21 North 5 points. north 5 point.
I'll get him down.
Respond to advance 19 north 5 point.
Give me a break.
Suspect on foot. Police advance 19 north 5 point. Police advance 21 north 5 point. Police advance 550 north 5 point. Respond to advance 21 north 5 point.
Rather nice.
Is that the best you got? I'm trying.
Police advance 24 west 5 point.
What do you think? I'll get him.
Cross advance 21 west 5 point. Advance 19 west 5 point. Respond to advance 21 west 5 point. Respond to advance 21 west 5 point. Cross advance 21 west 5 point. Cross advance 550 west 5 point. Respond to advance 21 west 5 point. Suspect on foot. This was advance 19 west 5 point. This was advance 51 west 5 point. Respond to advance 21 west 5 point. There is advance 51 west 5 point.
Move forward. Keep coming.
Respond to advance 19 west 5 point. Respond to advance 21 west 5 point. There is advance 51 west 5 point. Cross advance 24 west 5 point.
You just bumped into the wrong bitch.
Daddy needs change for a doctor.
Got any leftover yuca?
अरे वृंदावन में जाना है। मेरा पड़ोसी कौन है? अच्छा, आज भी रुकने का जमा
I see you.
हाँ उसकी बात आ गई उससे पूछना पड़ेगा सर वो शायद वो दुकान पे गड्ढा लगता है उससे उसका पता नहीं कुछ ये तो पूरा जाना है ना चल नहीं हुआ उससे अरे तो उससे तू ही पूछ लियो उससे यार
Charlie!
वो वैसे ही यार गुस्से में रहता है आजकल अरे यार मैंने कहाँ से मान लिया वो कह रहा था कर दे मैंने कर दिया अगर मैं आज की डेट करता अगर सुबह में करता तो चीज जाता वही है। क्या कह रहा है?
You and me, big boy. Ain't job, huh? Hurry! Come on, man! Not so fast! Now walk!
वो